Steve, Joe, Dylan, Steve. 1, 2, 3, 4. Chomp Chain with a Chomp Chain Podcast. 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 Suck it.
I feel like we weren't.
Are we good?
We're in the cut, yeah.
We're live.
We're
We
live.
are live.
Hi, guys.
We're not live.
Welcome to the Chomp Chain Podcast, episode 2.
Episode 2.
We're here, as always, with Joe,
Hey.
Steve,
Hey,
Dylan,
Yo,
and Chris, that's me.
that's you.
That's you. Steve.
all right. So, I've been playing Terra recently on Steam.
What's that?
Yeah, what's that?
It's a free to play MMO. This isn't the important part.
Okay.
The important part is I recently discovered something about Terra.
What is
When
that?
you play it through on Steam, when you hit the play button, it launches a launcher for Terra, and then you press play on that, and then it launches the actual game. So I found out that the launcher, if it stays up, it counts as you still playing the game.
Oh.
So that means that my playtime on Steam, my actual playtime in game, are vastly different.
So the launcher isn't full screen, obviously.
No,
right?
it's just small.
Oh, no.
So they're very different. So I'd like to do a little quiz with you guys, and I want you each to guess what Steam says my playtime is and what my actual playtime is.
All right. Can we ask questions before we do this quiz?
Like, when did you
Yeah.
start playing this
That's-
game?
Oh,
that was
I
my
was gonna say about like a month and a half ago.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
So who wants to take their first guess?
Me.
All right, go.
I'm going to guess 159 hours.
All right, what my real one though? Is that what you think is Steam?
Steam played, yeah.
All right, then what do you think my actual gameplay is? Because they're different.
I would hope so. 55.
All right.
Dylan's doing math.
Yeah, you've been playing for a month and a half, right?
About, yeah.
And so as long as the launcher's up.
Yeah, it counts me as playing the game.
So wait, were you saying that your launcher has been up in
Not-
the background?
not the
He
whole
hasn't given
time.
us that information.
All right.
I'm
okay.
gonna say 400 hours on Steam. By your reaction, I'm gonna assume that's wrong. And I'm gonna say 10 hours in game actually playing that game. Because I've never heard you talk about it.
All right. Dylan, do you have a guess?
I'm crunching the numbs.
It's not going to be exact.
Crunching the numbers.
I don't leave it up
We should
24/7.
change the podcast
I know, but you
name
leave
to
it up
that.
like
Crunching the nums?
12-3.
Yeah.
Give me a fraction.
I mean, I don't know. It's
Dude,
just-
we were supposed to ask one question.
you're asking too many. Just take a
Fine.
guess.
All right, I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna go Price is Right style. $1. 1 hour. I want to be closest. I don't know. I have no idea.
Wait,
1 hour in game or
I'm
1
trying
hour
to
on
win. 1 hour.
There's two numbers you're going to guess.
I'm guessing 1 hour in game, and then it says 1,000 hours.
what?
Okay.
Holy
so
smokes.
Joe is the closest.
Damn
What was it?
Based on that he's the only gave normal-ish numbers. I think it has about 140 hours Steam since I've played, and I've actually played about 40 hours.
That was really close.
Yeah.
This is from like leaving it on overnight or whatever.
Or just like,
over,
because
a
what
month
I'll
and a
do is
half.
I'll play it for a little bit and be like, I don't have to relaunch it, so I'm just going to leave it up.
That makes my 150 hours in The Witcher seem a lot more disgusting
Yeah,
because I was
because-
actually playing it.
Yeah, I have that in Skyrim too, about 150-ish.
Is that
All right,
from
baby.
launcher or actual played?
No, that's actual.
I got to think back on like old games that didn't necessarily have game timers, like how much ridiculous time I sunk into certain things. I remember I had 225 hours on Final Fantasy X. I don't even like that game that much.
My Dota gameplay is extreme because of the whole launcher thing too. But that launcher is full screen. So when I was a noob, I'd be like, oh, I want people to think I've been playing this game. So I just minimize it and go to bed.
Whoa, you were a
Yeah,
poser.
that doesn't leave this podcast.
You just lost a lot of cred, Joe.
That stays in the podcast.
I think I had something like, and I'm probably not even the highest in this room, but I had like, I think 36 or, it's like 36 or like 46 days in World of Warcraft.
Oh, yeah.
Of
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
time.
Some despicable numbers on there.
Oh,
Yeah, I had at least, I'd probably say like 16 or 17, but they weren't all, none of those accounts were like exclusively mine, as you guys
oh,
know.
that's right.
You know what I mean?
You broke the rules.
I broke the rules.
Cheater.
Come and get me, all right?
I just like I'm frightened to think of though, like Steve, you and I playing Final Fantasy VII. How much time do you think we put into those games? We were children. We
lot.
had nothing else to
Because
do.
there's only go to 99
Yeah, those
hours.
timers stop at 99. So after that,
And they
it's just
were at 99 for quite a long time.
yeah. It's pretty gross. I think I talked about before how I had to leave my PS2 on to play that game because my PS2 was broken. And if I turned it off, I was doomed.
I had a similar situation with GameCube when I rented Animal Crossing and I had to return it. But if you took the disc out of the GameCube and didn't shut it off, you could continue to play the game. It was just all loaded onto the GameCube.
Yeah, I remember doing that with.
So I just popped it out, returned it, and just played it for another like week or whatever. And
You
just
left the
didn't shut it
cube
off.
on for a
I
week?
left the cube on and it still works. Used it yesterday.
I did that for Spyro the Dragon. I rented it from Blockbuster.
Dude.
On PS1.
The
and
game
it just like
sucks.
You are
Chill.
Holy whoa!
I'm saying
Take it
I
back.
hated those games.
What? Did you even have a PlayStation?
Yes, I had it. We talked about this last week.
Anyway, pop the disc tray open. You could keep playing as long as you didn't leave the level. That was the problem. Once you like went back to like the hub world, you were screwed because it had to reload and there was nothing to load from.
I discovered that too.
just gonna ignore what Joe said.
I discovered that too. You just like jogged a memory in me of that happening.
Yeah.
I like, took the game out and then I was like, ooh, maybe I can go to this level.
Animal Crossing may have worked just because it was all loaded. What are you doing, Steve?
Nothing. I was just gonna ask Joe how it feels to be wrong 2 episodes in a row.
Oh, shing.
Ask me the next 2 episodes when I'm wrong because I've been right these past 2 episodes.
I'm sorry, I don't remember what you would possibly be right about.
Steve, anytime you want to have another, we can have another argument on air if you wish.
No, that's right.
Not right now.
Everyone already knows that I'm right.
Okay.
So.
All right.
Oh, I wanted to ask you guys earlier. I haven't seen you guys since pretty much since last week. Have any of you played Journey?
No, I
That game,
haven't.
it was PS3, and now they just released it on PS4 again. It's by That Game Company. That's what they're called. They made Flower.
What game company?
That Game Company.
The Who?
Yeah.
No, so this game. Do you guys
What
know
is it?
anything about this game?
Yeah, it got a lot of Game of the Year votes.
Yeah.
I saw some videos on it. I never really was interested.
You
though.
play this like non-human looking person. You go through a giant desert. There's no fighting. There's really not a lot that you're doing. You're kind of just traveling. You're on a journey.
Yeah.
And it's this big emotional experience. Everybody talks about this game, like it's one of the most special things ever created. And I guess I see that, but I've played that game like 5 times now. It's about 2 hours long. I've played it again and again, trying to understand like what everybody else sees in it. I don't get it. Like, I love that kind of thing. I love the artsy fartsy crap in video games. Like, that's my jam.
Yeah.
But this is me coming clean. Like, this is like a dirty little secret. Like, I don't get Journey. And maybe it's because the first time I played it, I didn't sit down and finish it in one go. But I just don't get that game. And I was hoping that one of you other guys had played this game.
I've never even heard of it.
It's been released on PS4. I think it's like $15 or $20. I got it for free since I had it on PS3. So one of you guys should play it soon. I think you will enjoy it. It is a really, really interesting experience. I would like to see what you guys have to say to it. But
Yeah, it looks fun. I've seen a lot of videos on it. I just never decided to buy it. But honestly, I kind of felt the same way. It didn't look like something that I would enjoy, but it does look like a fun game. But I didn't understand why people were praising it and saying it was the game of the year. Because you see all the other nominees that clearly look like games that could be game of the year, and then you see Journey, and it's like, this is kind of strange. But I don't know.
I guess, yeah, it's just supposed to be a special experience.
What's
That's
so
reason I don't
exceptional
get.
about it?
I don't know. That's the thing. It's like, I guess it's this silent emotional experience. Sometimes other players will come into your game, but you can't really talk to them.
Oh.
You're just like both there. And sometimes if you play long enough, you'll complete the entire journey with this other person silently. And there is something sort of cool about that.
Yeah.
I know somebody came up in my game and I never saw them again. Their name, I don't know if it appears over their head or not. I don't remember. And there are definitely some really like awesome moments in it, like breathtaking moments. There's moments that remind me a lot of Shadow of the Colossus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the visuals look pretty cool.
And getting to the end of the game is cool. There is something like special there, but I don't get the hype. I've wanted to like this game. I've played it 5 times, but I don't get it. I'm missing something.
It has
That bums me
visuals
out.
like the Trine games, if you've ever played those.
I have played Trine, actually.
They kind of look the same. Those games are sick. I have those the first one on, no, Trine 2. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what I have.
On Wii U. And I actually really enjoyed it.
I don't know. I don't have anything to say. I was just saying, me and Chris
Oh, the
played
other
the
thing I
second
wanted to talk about was Ethan Carter, The Vanishing of Ethan Carter. You guys heard of this?
I have it on PC. I have yet to play it.
Okay,
but
yeah.
it's-
So I
it's there.
waited forever to play this game because I heard it was on PC and my PC stinks.
Don't do the visuals on that game. are
Rude.
Steve gave me his PC.
Could probably play it. I mean,
Probably could,
not
yeah.
well.
But I don't really play games on the computer that much. I still call it the computer, so that shows you where I'm at. I call it the computer. Anyway, yeah. So it finally came out on PS4 last week, and do you guys know what this game's about?
Yeah, it's a murder mystery, correct?
Yeah. You're playing as like, I guess, sort of like I don't know too much about it. It's like a psychic detective or paranormal detective. He says something like, when the cops won't help you and the priests won't help you, you call me. And it's like this hard-boiled type detective story.
Mm-hmm.
But the game just starts and you're walking through a tunnel and then boom, you're here. You're looking for this vanished kid, Ethan Carter. First person, absolutely beautiful game. It's one of the like best looking games I've ever seen in my life.
For PS4?
Yeah, it's for
Okay.
PS4.
Yeah,
It's phenomenal. I'm
everyone
digging
I've
this
heard
game.
has said it's one of the best looking games of all time.
You have to like you're just wandering around and you slowly you piece together clues to find out what happened in like certain areas. Like really early on, you'll find you find a dead body in the woods, and it's not Ethan Carter or anything like that. But you slowly start to piece together things, clues, and then as you place them in the right order, because you have to number them, put them in the right order, and then it creates this image for you. And it's basically like you're seeing the ghosts of them, or like the past, like an image of the past. Clearly, this detective has some sort of ability. And it's just, it's awesome. Super pretty. It's not telling you where to go. It doesn't tell you what to do. You just do it. And, I mean, the game design is good enough that when you're walking through, like, an open forest, you sort of somehow still know where to go. It kind of just subtly guides you, which is really cool. Just, like,
Art
the way that the
direction.
trees, it's really awesome. But there was an experience I had with some colored lights, just this little, like, knob thing popped up in the middle of the forest. Now, it was completely different from anything else that I had seen thus far. Press some buttons on it, put like lit up colors in the right order, whatever, standard video game stuff. And then an astronaut appeared in the forest. And I had to chase him down, and then something really, really weird happened, and I won't spoil it. But it was just this quick, totally like surreal experience. And then all of a sudden I'm back in the forest, and I don't know what's going on again.
How far into it are you?
I played it for like 2 hours with my girlfriend. I'm waiting for her because she was super fascinated by it.
Yeah, it looks pretty cinematic, honestly.
Oh, speaking of that, I gotta tell you guys this story. I've been meaning to tell you this too. This is not video game related, but I'm gonna share it anyway. So the other day,
She shit the bed.
she didn't shit the bed. No,
Your girlfriend shit the bed?
no,
You
she
shit the
didn't.
bed?
She didn't. So this
Ew.
was like a week ago.
You shit on your girlfriend?
Guys,
You shit her bed?
Oh, you shit her dad's bed.
I'm so sorry. She's probably listening to this.
Damn.
So this was probably like last weekend or something like that. It's like 5 in the morning, early, or sleep. I wake up, almost got myself into some serious trouble. I wake up calling out a name in my sleep, and it wasn't hers.
Ooh.
So
What was?
I'm just
what
like
name
saying
was?
this name. I don't even realize I'm saying it, and she was just like, "What? What are you saying?" And then I go, "Oh my god." I was going, Steve, Steven. I was calling out Steve's name. And then she was just like, what? And I was like, was I just saying Steve's name? And she was like, yeah. I was like, oh my God. And like, it just took me a second. I had no reason. Like, I didn't know how to explain it. And then I was like, he was trying to throw ice cream on me in a dream. I don't know why, but that's what you were doing. And I guess I just must have been close enough to waking up and like trying to roll over and like felt that she was there. So there's like a human there. And I just start calling your name, dude.
And then you shit on her?
And then you shit on Steve's bed.
No.
I thought it was
Dude,
going to
it
be
was-
like some ex's name or
Yeah,
something
right.
like
That's
that.
like that's what always happens. You always hear about that in stories, like this awful, like oh shit moment. But no, it's the name of my best friend. He's calling his name out in my
Throwing
sleep.
ice cream on you in your dreams?
Yeah, I don't know why he was throwing. I think I was wearing like a new shirt or something. And he was throwing ice cream at me.
What
Wow.
flavored ice cream?
You think that Steve's cramping your style then? That's the subconscious message.
What style?
Whoa!
Oh
See,
my
I told
God.
you. Oh.
Shots fired.
Damn, dude.
So anyway, yeah, Ethan Carter's really cool.
Yeah, I have it on my PC, loaded up, ready to go, and I just never.
That game is really good.
Never played it.
It sounds like Twin Peaks meets Heavy Rain, kind of, from your description.
So it's going to be bad.
You know what? Weirdly, it reminds me of the most.
So
of
it's gonna be kind of bad.
It's in a big.
I
you
like
know,
Heavy Rain.
I like Heavy Rain too.
Yeah, I played a little bit of it. It was fun. But,
It's we'll get that's a conversation for another day.
Jason?
I go.
What he said?
What did you say?
Jason.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, it's like a pseudo open world. You're in this big forest. It reminds me of PT a little bit.
Really?
For some reason, the visuals and just like the ambient like style of it, it's a really really beautiful game.
It's pretty short from what I've heard.
Yeah, yeah.
I think
It was
only
a
like
$20 game.
Yeah, it's like 6 hours.
I tweeted at the company today. They liked it. They're
Oh,
cool.
did you
Right
tweet them
about it.
on the podcast Twitter?
No, I don't. I wasn't logged into the podcast.
That's why no one listens to
Wow.
us.
I'm sorry,
dude.
guys. It's all my
Shit
fault.
like
It's all
that.
Chris's fault.
Demerit.
Shitting all over the podcast like you shit all over your girlfriend.
Shit all over the bed of the podcast.
Sorry, everyone.
All right. Well, we kicked out Chris.
Anyway, the game's kind of scary.
Go away.
I was
Nobody likes you.
pleasantly surprised by the spooky feelings I got from it. I recommend everybody play it.
Nice. You know what I'm pretty psyched to play?
With your wiener?
With
Get it!
no Binding of Isaac Rebirth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but you get this. That game, those graphics, dude, you need a current gen console. You need the best PC in the world to play that game because you can't play that on your 3DS. You can't do it. You need to have a new 3DS to play that game. It has to be new. Yeah, right. They were just like, oh, no, dude, this will never run on the old gen 3DS.
Can you describe what this game looks like?
Hold on a second. I thought you were going to
It looks like shit.
Stop. I thought you were going to segue this into how you're getting a new 3DS.
Oh, yeah, well,
So
I
you
am
brought
getting
up
a new
this
3DS.
game just to be like, hey, you guys get a new 3DS, but I want
Yeah,
to go to a
but
really
that's
roundabout way
not-
to get to it.
No. See, that's not the reason I'm getting it. The reason I'm getting it is because my first gen XL, the screen broke. And I can buy a new top screen for $20 on Amazon, but the installation it's fucking insane. Like, go on YouTube and look at people replacing their own screens. I would never be able to do it. I would end up throwing the whole thing in the trash in 1,000 pieces. And then my warranty is up, so I'd have to either A, send it to someone random online, which would be at least like $65 without shipping.
Also a gamble.
Right, also a gamble, exactly.
Could be a crook.
Exactly.
Could be my dad. He doesn't know how to fix 3DSs.
Right, yeah. Gary'd be like, yeah, I'll do it. And he wouldn't do it.
Well, you're on Craigslist for that, Gary. You don't know how to do it.
Well, that's the thing. See, I'm still gambling because I am buying one on Craigslist. But the guy seems great. I talked to him on the phone. I'm meeting him tonight at 9:30. It'll be good.
Gets you, dude.
Yeah, I know. But
He's gonna murder you.
I'm bringing Dooley with me, so
Can I come?
Shout out
yeah.
to Julie.
If you want to come,
Shout out
we're
to
gonna
Dylan.
once we press stop. I'm going.
I'm coming.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
gonna go.
coming. You guys can all come. You're all
You
welcome.
need as much backup
I
as
need
you can.
muscle, dude.
Right?
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, how it's fucking ridiculous. The developers even said they were like, yeah, we couldn't put this on the first gen 3DS because it couldn't handle it. It's like, what the fuck? Like, yes, it can. It can absolutely handle it.
What's it look like? I don't know anything about this game.
I can't even describe it. It's a little indie game. It's like it's like a roguelike third-person shooting arcade-style indie game. It's really fun. It's a fun game.
That is cool,
I can't
yeah.
really describe the visuals. They don't look great. They're not great visuals at all.
It's kind of a
Dude,
top-down.
I'll pull it up. It's a fucking joke.
3/4 bird's eye
Yeah,
view.
it's a joke that's what they're saying.
What's the next 3DS or whatever?
It
that you have to play
has-
it
It's
on?
called new.
It's called
3DS.
New 3DS.
Bullshit,
The only
dude.
That's some
the only difference
fucking
is
stinky marketing right there.
it has NFC built into it.
What's
It has
NFC?
it near field
What's
communication.
anything?
No
by the way.
Nintendo fuck club.
Yeah, and it has
like the friend pass shit.
no. It's for amiibos, which you don't know what.
Yeah, didn't
they
know what
are.
an amiibo- See,
we'll,
dude?
We'll talk about
Don't know
that.
shit.
We'll get there after. We'll talk about that once this is done. But and it has a C stick on it, like a little nub, which is pretty cool. And it also has ZL and ZR buttons, which are just two more back buttons. And it's faster. It has a better battery life. The 3D is better. All that shit. But the reason I'm getting it is because he's giving me a good deal and because I have an old one that's broken, like I said. But it's ridiculous because Nintendo needs third-party support so bad.
Yeah.
And at the same time, they want their new system to sell so bad. So they're like, you know what? If they port that game over to 3DS, we're going to make it only for the new 3DS because we're trying to phase out the old gen 3DS. But it's like they could have picked a fucking better game to do that with because it's so obvious that they don't need the new 3DS to play this shitty-looking game. You know what I mean?
New
It's-
3DS has a C stick.
Yeah, that's what I said.
He said that.
So is
No,
that
that's,
the only
that's what I'm
difference?
just saying. Like that's what
Yeah,
you need.
I don't. Maybe controller-wise it
That
helps.
was a sarcastic response.
But I played that game with just a keyboard and it was perfectly fine. So I don't see how a fucking C stick is going to help.
Is
but-
the new Fire Emblem for new 3DS only?
No, that's for both. I'm pretty sure.
That's good.
Yeah, exactly. The visuals in that game are incredible. The visuals in Link Between Worlds are not incredible, but they're great compared to this game. It's a sham.
Maybe it's not a visual thing. Maybe it has to do with like because there's a bunch of monsters and shit on screen at once, and that
Yeah.
that has to
Maybe
do
like
with it.
frame rate things. Yeah.
Maybe. I just don't see that. I don't see how the frame rate could be much better on the new 3DS. I don't think the hardware is that significantly improved. That's all I'm saying.
What else is new about it?
That's it, dude.
It's just like a better
And
newer
then
version.
Nintendo Fuck Club was on it.
all that's new is the 3D
NFC, is that what it's called? I'm sorry.
near field communication.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not just a Nintendo thing. That's pretty standard practice.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, you have a smartphone. I'm sure it has it, dude.
It does not have Nintendo Fuck Club on it.
Well, you do have an iPhone. You're pretty limited to what you can
That's
do.
true.
But yeah, I don't know. That's just a rant. We are creaming these
We are
mics today.
smashing the mics.
I've hit my mic at least 3 times. You've hit yours.
All right, let's make a commitment.
Yeah,
to not
never
hit the
again.
mics.
Yep.
So,
All
Dylan,
right.
are you really confused about what amiibo are?
Am I confused? No, I know what they are now.
Okay, you know what they are now.
I
You
knew
didn't
they
know?
existed. I knew that like Disney Xfinity or whatever that fucking game was called.
Infinity.
Whatever.
Xfinity is the shitty cable service.
Yeah, they go hand in hand.
They're both the same thing.
Yeah.
Don't buy an
It's not off
amiibo.
mic, but I don't care.
Well, I know that had like figures that you would.
Yeah, but they're
I didn't know what they
shitty.
do.
They suck.
That's
They're
what that Lego
plastic.
thing I was
and-
talking about.
What's that?
That Lego Dimensions is like that, where like
Oh,
you get
yeah,
different
yeah,
figures. But it's like I think you get different sets and like put them together.
Oh,
But I
that's
want
way
it-
cooler.
Because it has like it comes with like the thing that like you have to like put the characters on. But you have to build it first. Like
And you can customize them, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
think
can't
so.
customize amiibos, which
just
is
want it
kind of
'cause
lame.
it's good Portal ones.
They should just make a new Portal.
There's that Portal Stories Mel. That was like some DLC somebody made. It's supposed to be really good. I haven't played it yet.
Oh,
though.
this is fan made?
Yeah, it's fan made. It's supposed to be like great. Like you choose a story, or it has a story. It has
Ooh,
to do with Portal.
really?
It's free. You should get it. I haven't played it yet. 'cause
Is
I'm
it
a
on
fool.
PC?
Yeah.
Okay. I've never played any of those games.
You're a loser.
I know.
You
I
have like 6 hours to kill because you can play both of them.
Yeah, they're quick, aren't they? I've seen you guys play them.
They're super fun.
They look fun. They look really fucking confusing.
One
though.
is fun. 2 is like more fun. But
Aren't they
it's
kind of
also-
creepy too?
Yeah, but 2 has like a great like it has a story in it and it's got a funny characters. It's just way better than 1.
The world is so cool. How it coincides with Half-Life and Black
Yeah.
Mesa was like. Did you in 2 you find like the trophy case and they have all the second place trophies like the Aperture kept losing to Black Mesa. It's
Except for like the shower curtain salesman. Is what
yeah
he won.
yeah.
What?
Yeah. That's what Cave Johnson, the founder of Aperture Science, he like won or was like the best shower curtain salesman. Then he got money.
Shower curtain salesman.
Yeah.
Voiced by JK Simmons, by the way.
Video games are great.
Dude, he's awesome. I
Yeah,
love
He's
him.
Cave Johnson.
Yeah, he's great. State Farm, right? Is he the State Farm guy?
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
When life gives you lemons, whatever he says, his whole speech.
This
He
is
goes
now
on a rant about
car
lemons.
insurance.
No, he's
Podcast.
We're
great.
talking about Portal.
He's awesome, dude. He's an awesome actor.
Yeah, that guy's great. And Whiplash. I think this
Whiplash.
is the second podcast in a row we're talking about JK Simmons.
I don't think so.
Did we do this in real life then?
Probably because
just
we
been
would have
thinking
mentioned
about him.
Whiplash, which was my favorite movie of. Was it last year
I guess, yeah.
or this year? No, it
don't
was this
know.
year. That was 2015.
I really don't know. All I know is
That was my favorite movie I've seen in theaters
movie's
in the
awesome.
past year.
a
That
great
movie was fucking awesome.
cool movie.
Great. When he,
Lots to chew on.
when he gets hit by the bus or
Yeah.
whatever.
Spoilers.
Yeah,
Don't
spoiler. That's why I paused. I don't care. I can
Yeah.
say whatever I want. We're in my sister's
no one listening
goddamn
cares
bedroom.
either.
yeah, that part was wild.
It was fucking insane,
Yep.
dude. I stood up and I was like, I didn't really. I wanted
What happened
to do
after that is where it gets a little like.
when he just like still played, and they were like, "Dude, relax."
And he stunk.
Yeah,
'Cause he got hit by a fucking car or bus or whatever.
Yeah, but he tried. That was cool. My favorite scene was at the dinner table when he's talking shit to his brother for playing D3 football.
Yeah.
That
What
was
is this
fucking-
movie?
It's about a jazz drummer and his teacher who's a fucking psychopath, or his professor, or whatever. It's college, obviously.
It's cool. You'd like.
It's a great movie. Just watch it.
You'd like the themes. They transcend.
Yeah,
just
it's-
music. It's all about.
It's
you
great.
know, drive and what
And,
is
like,
too much
obsession,
for greatness.
yeah.
Yeah. The thin line between obsession and greatness,
And how
or,
it
like, genius
ruins
and insanity.
Relationships and whatnot. It's a good film. You should
Yeah.
watch it.
And J.K. Simmons. is
Yeah,
in it.
dude, he's nuts and ripped. He's ripped in that movie.
You know what else ruins relationships? Shitting on you significant other.
Yeah.
Chris.
Come on.
And yelling, Steve. I'm going to do that.
I can't-
I'm going to pretend that I'm sleep talking. I'm going to yell Steve's name and see what Elena does.
Belinda does it first.
You win. You win.
I can't believe it. It took me this long. I've known you for 20 years, Steve. It took me this long to finally call your name in my sleep.
Unless she's the one who's ever
Yeah,
called
she's
you
the
out
one
on
who's
it.
called me out on it.
I know. You probably do it all the time when you're alone. You don't even realize.
I tried so hard to remember that dream. All I know is Steve was standing there with a ice cream cone. It was vanilla ice cream, soft serve. And you were just threatening me with it. Like it was a knife. And I was like, nah, it's a new shirt.
Aren't you lactose intolerant?
Oh, true.
Right.
Maybe it was really that I was just afraid of like farting or actually
Or
shitting
shitting
on my
the bed.
girlfriend.
Yeah. Yeah.
Full circle. See, this is what happens on the Chomp Chain Podcast.
Steve was more guardian in that situation, being like, look out, wake up, you're gonna shit in your bed.
That was his symbol.
Wake
It's like,
up, my brother.
You're gonna shit, and then he holds out ice cream. Like, see, dude, makes you shit. You're gonna. Wake up!
Dude, the worst is when you have those dreams. Usually happens when I'm super drunk. That you're pissing or you're walking to the bathroom. And you need to piss so bad, and your brain is just being like, "Wake up! You're about to piss the bed." Dude, that happened to me like 3 times. The last time it happened was probably like 3 years ago, and I was trashed. And I went to bed, and I had the dream, and it was at Royal Roast Beef, the place I used to work at, sandwich shop. And I was walking to the bathroom, but the hallway was infinite, and I could not get to the bathroom.
Oh, no.
And then I finally reached the fucking doorknob to the door in the bathroom, and I opened it, and I woke up, and I started pissing. And I was like, oh, no! And I jumped up, dude, and I just, like, held it in and ran to the bathroom and just unleashed, like, a 2.5 minute long piss. It was insane.
Dude, that reminds me of a story from my childhood.
Let's hear it. We've already come this far.
We're going down
Let's
this
just keep
hole.
going.
So I went to summer camp one summer, like when I was probably like 10 or 11.
No
And
video games allowed.
Hell no, it was Boy Scout video camp. I mean, sorry.
Boy Scout video games?
Boy Scout summer camp.
Did you bring your Game Boy?
No, but Edge was there. Edge is a friend of mine.
Carolina.
And everyone else's. Yeah. And I was really bad at swimming. No one ever taught me how to swim. Like from a young age, no one ever like threw me in a pool and was like, "Here, die or swim."
Wait, how old were you?
I was about 11.
And you couldn't fucking swim?
Couldn't swim.
Could you ride a bike?
Yes, dude. I could
And
ride
you
a bike.
couldn't... Okay.
You don't need access to water to ride a bike.
I know, but
I didn't have a pool. All right.
It's just...
I wasn't about to go dive into the ocean.
Well, not alone.
Get sucked into a riptide. I don't know. None of my parents were lifeguards, dude. I don't know. They didn't trust themselves. Maybe they suck at swimming too. I don't know. Either way, I could not swim at all. And I'm pretty sure at Boy Scout summer camp, a whole big portion of that shit is swimming. You know what I mean? They're on a lake. They got a dock. And the whole day was broken up into like, you know, you wake up, you have breakfast, you go to archery class, you go to whatever class, you go to knot tying class, and then eventually you go to swimming class. And we get to swimming class on the first day. And the guy was, the instructor was like, okay, there's 3 levels, all right? You either can't swim, and then second level is that you can swim, and then the third level is that you're really, really good at swimming. So we're going to have...
I would have been in that third category.
I
I was fat, but I was a good swimmer.
It's because you have flippers.
Yeah.
That's because I have flippers. I have very large feet.
Yeah, it didn't count. You couldn't have flippers.
And I have the
floaties.
the body mass of a small
It
whale.
was a joke because
Buoyancy.
being so big throughout his whole life that he could use them as flippers.
Okay, continue.
So,
Sorry.
I'll go backwards from the top. The highest achievement you could get was like swim from the dock to some other landmark, like a rock or something. Swim there, like breaststroke, swim back, like backstroke, and swim the other way. Again, the length of it. I don't know, doggy paddle or whatever the hell they do. I don't know.
Doggy
That's my favorite style. Yeah.
3 different ways. You had 3 different types of swimming. You had to do it in under a certain amount of time. The second one was just swim however you want from one point to the other. And the third one was go into like the shore and sit down in the water.
Excuse me?
That's what I did.
You were the master at that.
And there were probably 15 kids, and I was the only one who couldn't swim. And they called my name, and I was like, they're like, all right, go do whichever one you're going to do. And I just kind of shamefully walked into the water, and sat down. Everyone was like, just like you guys just did. And
that's why you started playing video games.
pretty much, and I had already started. This wasn't a symptom. This was just what it was. So I get out, and I'm like, yeah, I can't swim. All right, I can't swim.
Wait,
So-
you admitted it though. that you
Well, I
could-
didn't. I mean, pretty much.
you- I know, but did anyone come up to you after and they were like, "Dude, what?"
No, the instructor.
fuck was that?
Dude, can't swim.
The instructor was like, "So you can't swim?" And I was like, "Nope." He's like, "It's all right. We'll teach you how to swim."
That's why you're here, son.
Right. And I was like, "All right, cool." So, but I was still pretty goddamn embarrassed about it. And then the rest of the day goes by. Get back to our cabin. We have like bed check or whatever they do to make sure you don't have like drugs or like razors or anything.
Sure.
I was 11. I didn't have either.
Make sure you
I
didn't
had-
have like candy.
You know what I did bring?
Or video games.
Game
Candy.
Boy.
See, I did have in my duffel bag. I had one of those giant things of sour straws.
Good for you.
With like 60 of them in it, and I had a lot of those. That was great.
You're all jacked up.
But no, they didn't find my contraband, so they let me just go to sleep. And in my sleep, I had a dream. I had a dream that I was back at the lake, and they called my name.
And Jason Voorhees came.
No, he didn't. I dove into that water without fear, and I came up and I just started swimming, and I was like the best swimmer ever. I could just swim. I had dream gravity. You know what I mean? I was just doing whatever I wanted. And it was amazing. And I came back, and the guy was like, wow, you really got a lot better. And they gave us these things we had to keep on our belts. They were like notches, and they would fill in like everything was based on 3. Like archery, you had like 3 skill levels, and everything else you had 3 skill levels. So it looked like a Pokeball. So the bottom, it was like a circle, and then the bottom half would be filled in if you got the first level. Second half would be filled in with marker if you got the second level, and then they'd fill in the middle if you got the third level. And in my dream, I'd just see this dude just filling in all of them for swimming. And I was like, yeah, and I'm still in the water, and I'm like, yeah, I can swim. I'm the man.
And this is all in your dream.
This is my dream. And then I'm like, yeah, this water's wet as fuck. And then I woke up and I pissed the bed at Boy Scout camp in my triumphant dream. And I was like, no. Oh no. And I didn't tell anybody.
Till now.
No, I mean, I didn't tell anyone at the time. And then, yeah, I woke up and I snuck out and I didn't tell anyone. And then I got back to the cabin later, and one of the counselors or whoever was like, got a question for you. And I was like, what's up, man? He's like, did you by any chance pee the bed?
Oh.
And I was like, yeah, I was caught. I couldn't deny it.
Yeah, busted.
Yeah.
Absolutely busted.
And he was like, you know what, man? It's okay. It happens all the time.
He's like, honestly, I'll pee in
Yeah.
my pants right now.
Yeah, you ain't cool unless
And then
you pee the
he
pants.
looked at his leg. There was just piss running down.
Yeah, right. And he made me feel a lot better.
Like I need another adult because this is getting weird.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's my story.
Okay. Wow. I'm glad you shared that with us.
How do we get down this?
I don't know. What are you guys playing? You guys playing any new video games?
Rocket League with Steve.
Yeah,
Let me
Rocket
hear about
League.
Rocket League. I'm the only one not playing
Rocket
it.
League is one of the best sports game I've ever played in my entire life.
It's fantastic.
Because it involves rockets.
No, it
Super
involves
Rockets.
cars.
Oh, 'cause
in
it
a
involves
giant-
leagues.
In leagues,
Yeah,
yeah.
leagues, that's why.
Like, does it though?
There's like the
Can you make like your own?
you can do like
There's
the
ranked play.
no
Yeah.
There's like the
Well, no, I guess you can make your own team and just keep playing with the same
Well, there's like
guys.
the bot
Yeah.
one though you can do where it's
Yeah,
like a
that's-
team and play through a bunch of bots like a
There's a joke
championship and
question.
everything. That's the league, I guess.
Yeah.
Tell me about this game.
The game is that it's soccer with giant goals and 3 cars, and you just
And a
drive-
giant ball,
So it can be
and not a
giant
soccer ball.
or 4-on-4. Yeah, so it's
That's
just
the max.
I have not played 4-on-4.
me neither.
I've
don't
played
think I
2-on-2, 3-on-3, and 2-on-2 is by far my favorite.
Really?
As competitive goes, I think that's going to be the number one way to play.
Okay, because 3 is called standard. That's
Yeah,
how they.
I know,
That's
I know.
what they're pushing.
Yeah, but I think the extra guy on each team makes it a little bit ridiculous. Which I guess they want it to be ridiculous and crazy looking and whatever.
Yeah.
But when you play with 2 people, I feel like the strategy is way, way, way more detailed.
Yeah.
Because if both of you are pushing on the offense and there's no one to get back, you're screwed. With 3 people, it's easier to have 2 people up, hold one guy back.
Yeah.
It seems a little more natural.
I think if say like I know you're on Steam and we're on PS4.
Yeah,
but
we
if
can't party
If the 3
play.
of us were partied together and we were in like doing 3-on-3s, I'd say like break it up 2 forwards and 1 defense.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That would be the best.
I know my
So-
brother and his friends play on Steam together, and they go on Skype, and
Yeah.
as far as I've heard, they dominate
Yeah, they
because
seem like
communication is definitely key in a
Yep.
game like that.
Oh yeah, because a lot of it is just kind of like everyone chasing the ball.
Oh my
what
god!
I
If you
mean?
press Y or whatever the button is, and you locked onto the ball, I feel like people might use that button.
Oh
too
yeah,
much.
do you?
Just a second.
What?
You don't even use an Xbox controller, and you said why not triangle?
Well, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Xbox
I am way more used to the Xbox 360 than
I know, but it's just
PlayStation.
funny because it's like people are like, oh, Joe must play with an Xbox. No, you play with the PS4.
I play with the
controller.
PS4, the DualShock 4, the Blue Edition.
So wait, do you guys use ball cam
I do, yeah.
always?
Excuse me, what's ball cam?
When you press Y, when you press triangle,
my
you're
God.
locked on the ball. So no matter what you do, you're always
I use
face
it-
the-
Okay.
I
Well,
use it-
That's convenient.
When the ball's super high up in the air, I use it, even though you can
No,
see the
I do the
little,
other way
you can
around.
see the
Me
thing on
too.
the ground. You do?
I use it all the time except for when it goes high in the air. Then I turn it off, angle up so I can see it, and then go down
Okay.
so I can like get underneath it. Because I think a lot of people do what you do. And
It could-
in
yeah,
the
it
air,
could-
and then they don't see what they're doing.
And then
Right,
yeah,
sneak
and
in.
people sneak in behind them. I
The
can
thing
see that.
is with ball cam is if the ball is moving laterally and you're looking at it head on,
it fucks you up so
if you
bad.
go forward, you go the direction of
the
the
ball,
ball,
right.
right? So like if you use that, there's where it is in the air. There's like a circle on the court, right? You can see it get
Field.
larger.
I mean,
Field,
soccer.
whatever.
It's not a soccer court.
I like
no,
the ju-
sometimes you play in the
jungle.
dark level.
The jungle one's the best
No,
one.
it's like a chain link like
yeah,
basketball
but it's
court looking thing.
Still a field.
and
I
the
mean,
fans are going
or
crazy.
I guess technically pitch. I think is the actual term for it.
It's whatever.
Soccer pitch, footy pitch
Footy pitch.
for all our international fans.
Pitch, please.
Go on.
Oh shit, isn't it?
Yeah, so that's why I use ball cam when I'm like, where the hell is it? You know what I mean? But a lot of the times, if I shut it off, I feel like I have way more control.
Oh yeah,
Control's huge.
Oh, it's humongous. I use it when I lose track of the ball, which is usually when it goes super high up in the air, and I just can't time. Like when you see that it's about to land, or you're in the vicinity of it, I can't time the flips to hit the ball before it hits the ground.
Yeah,
So when I
it's
use
hard.
the ball cam, that helps me out a little bit more to get into place. But I also just figured out a couple days ago that you double tap forward or to the directional to do the barrel
backwards.
roll
You can
or
do
the
backwards,
flip.
too.
Or backwards,
You
yeah.
know that?
No, I didn't, dude.
Noob.
I would see people doing these sick goals with flips on the replay, and I'd be like, "How are they flipping so fast?"
It's
I
in the
can't do
tutorial.
that. That's what Steve said off podcast, and I didn't even play the tutorial. I just jumped right into online,
Big
and I did
mistake.
pretty well. But then I realized that I was a fucking noob, and I fixed that shit real quick, and now I'm actually pretty good.
That game's like poisonously fun.
Oh, dude, it's addicting.
I'm just
the
sitting there
5-minute
like,
matches, perfect
Yep.
time length. It's perfect.
Every time, okay, one more, 5 more.
Yeah, oh
minutes,
my
5 more,
dude,
one
yeah,
more,
that's
one
me,
more.
dude. Every night I do that.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'll play like a match or two.
Yeah.
and then an hour and a half goes by, and I'm like, oh my god,
I got home at 2
I'm a
o'clock
pro
last
now,
night.
according to the game.
Oh, you are? I'm semi-pro.
Yeah.
Still only
Wait, no,
semi-pro.
I might be semi-pro. I think I'm semi-pro.
I got to
just
semi-pro
lied.
on the first night.
Yeah, it took me a couple
I got
days.
semi-pro whatever the night we played together.
Now
I hadn't played online until then.
I don't know. I haven't heard if they're doing cross-platform party play. But if they're pushing the cross-platform thing, I think that's something they really need to address because
They're
that's
working on it.
huge. Because the fact that you can randomly play against somebody on a different console it's fucking pointless. Like I guess it makes it more accessible because more
puts more people in the
exactly
lobby,
the
yeah.
servers are going to be bigger. But I feel like a cross-party thing would be incredible. It would be huge because I don't know a lot of games that do that. I don't think any games really.
I don't
do
think
that.
so either.
And if they could somehow break that boundary, that would be awesome.
I don't know the logistics of it all.
They're working
Yeah.
on it though. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think they released a statement.
They're
or
releasing
something.
like working on a patch now to fix like there's a trophy or achievement, whatever you want to call it, where you have to travel 500 kilometers, but it only counts offline play, and I think they're fixing it so it counts online as well.
Okay.
Because all that stuff like doesn't. And then they said in like the thing I read about that they're also working on. It's not gonna come out with this patch. It'll come out in like a
Eventually.
month or two probably. But then that's cross party.
Dude, that
so
is
the four
going.
of us can play.
That is going to kick
2v2.
ass. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And all my brother's friends have it on PC, so we could party up with like 8 people and
Yep.
just go nuts.
That'd
I
be
haven't
fun.
played 4 and 4 yet either, though.
Me neither. It's
I
called
heard-
Chaos.
Yeah, I was going to say it seems
I
chaotic.
was like, I'm good with
Yeah.
Chaos.
I mean, it's an arcadey type of game, so I guess it would be fun. It would have its moments, but the competitive nature of it is like the best part of it. It is so much fun.
Dude, the first day I played it for probably like, I don't know, 4 hours.
Oh, yeah.
And I was just like so excited. Every time I got to the ball, I was like, ugh. Like,
Yeah, when you score a goal, I get
Yeah.
like fist pump,
Yeah.
and I'm like, fuck yeah, I scream.
I was so happy.
Especially when it blows everyone back away from it too.
Yo, my dude, that's cool how they do that.
Yeah, I saw that when you were playing it earlier.
Yeah.
You got a goal and just like a huge explosion that knocks everybody back.
That game is so cool.
Yeah, Chris, you got to get on that.
So yeah, while you guys have been playing that, I've been playing a game that came out in 2008. Metacritic score of like 7.1 or whatever. I've been playing Silent Hill Homecoming. By all accounts, not a good game. So okay, so well, me and Steve a while
Bring it
back
on.
when PT first came out and Silent Hills was going to be a thing, now canceled. But I had Silent Hill 2 sitting around. I had never beaten it. So I was like, Steve, let's take a look at this. And I thought, I'm gonna try and play through a lot of these games before before Silent Hills comes out. Now that that's
Kaput.
now that that's kaput, that's not happening. But no, so I got Silent Hill Homecoming for PS3. By all accounts, again, not a good game, but somehow I'm really enjoying the shit out of this game. It's like it's scaring me. It's the first time. I mean, it's not scaring me, but it's the first survival horror game that I've played in a while where I feel underpowered, but not hopeless. Like, in a lot of situations, I feel like I have no ammo, probably because I suck, and I have no health, again, because I suck. But I'm still able to somehow squeeze through every situation. It adds, like, a huge level of tension. And there's just, I don't know. It's just fun. It's just fun crawling around Silent Hill.
Yeah, I saw your Instagram post. The cover art looks pretty creepy.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But I've never even heard of that
Yeah, have
game.
you guys played any Silent Hill games?
No,
I
haven't. I've played them, but I've never
It's like,
really
yeah, I
beaten
mean, a
any.
long-standing franchise that I feel like I had never really touched it very much.
Silent Hill! Silent Hill!
What?
That
What?
fucking annoying brat at the beginning of the movie.
Oh, my
yeah.
God.
You know what I'm
Isn't that
talking
like your
about?
girlfriend's favorite movie?
One of them. We watched it together like
Is it
three.
good?
It's
alright.
fucking. I love that.
It is a good movie, yeah.
That movie kicks ass.
I just bought that
Part
movie.
where Pyramid Head rips that woman's skin off.
Oh, dude,
awesome.
brutal.
Pyramid Head. So if anybody who's played these games
Oh
knows,
God, no one cares.
Pyramid Head. All right, fine. No.
Go on, we got
Pyramid
time.
Head. It exists within Silent Hill 2 as a manifestation of the main characters.
Everything in that is about him.
Right. Everything in that game
Spoiler
in
alert.
Silent Hill 2 comes out of this dude's brain.
like a
Silent
manifestation.
Hill is like his personal hell, and that's how the series usually is going forward. But they use Pyramid Head in all sorts of different situations. He's in Silent Hill Homecoming, but he has no place being there, and that upsets me. I'm just letting you guys know. He's the manifestation of sexual aggression. He shouldn't be in Alex
Really?
Shepard's brain.
Maybe he's just his though. Like maybe he's whatever
That's
he wants
true.
and everywhere
That's
else.
true. Or it was such a strong presence that it's just such a strong boner. Yeah, such a strong presence that it exists. It exists permanently now in Silent Hill. That's possible. But his presence is always super scary. I was in a hotel in the game in Silent Hill, and walking around, and then you just hear the grinding sound of Pyramid Head dragging his giant cleaver behind him. And that's all you hear for a long time. And then there's a brief cutscene where he shows up and he just looks around, and you don't interact with him in any way. You just hide from him. And then he just keeps walking, and that's it. And I never encountered him, but for the rest of that level, I could hear him walking around somewhere. I could hear his cleaver dragging. I don't know if it's even possible to run into him, but just that like presence alone is horrifying.
I don't know anything about the mythology of Pyramid Head, but he scares the dick off
Yeah,
me.
he's just
terrifying.
He's just a shirtless man with a literal pyramid-looking
I
thing
know. And
on
if it
his
was
head.
any other shape, it wouldn't be. If it was like cylinder
Yeah.
head, it wouldn't be
The
scary.
first time that
But it's a pyramid.
the first time you see him in Silent Hill 2 playing as James, you're in a pitch black apartment building, and you hear him, and James hides in a closet, and through like the slits in the closet, he looks through and he sees Pyramid Head essentially raping a mannequin. It looks like miming like he's having sex with the mannequin.
Wait, so he's a manifestation of sexual aggression?
Yeah, that's how I perceive it. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's. I mean, you'd have to go into like deep spoilers of Silent Hill 2. It would take a long time.
Right.
but-
Okay.
that's how I see him. But he's this horrifying thing. And the first time you encounter him as like a boss battle, you have to spend something like 5 minutes in a tiny room with him trying not to die.
I hate those levels.
Yeah, I remember the first time I fought him, like using every bullet, everything I had in my inventory trying to take this guy down. And there's nothing you can do to hurt him in this first encounter. You have to just essentially avoid him for 5 minutes.
That's scary.
And then eventually either an alarm goes off or stops going off. I can't remember.
I think it starts going off, and then he leaves.
And then he just leaves,
because it means
yeah.
someone else came into Silent Hill.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I gotta go, take care of this. Stay right here.
And it sucks that
Wait for me.
BRB.
that the writing or translation or whatever is so like stilted and weird in Silent Hill, because those games could be really, really cool. And I love them. I love what I've played of them. But as Steve, we were playing Silent Hill 2 the other day, and we were just like trying to navigate like a small area, and the camera kept changing and the controls changed with it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's such a pain in the ass to play now.
You said it was a Wii game though, right? Originally.
Oh yeah, the Silent Hill Shattered Memories it's like a reboot of the first game. That's not the one that I've been playing recently, but I'm gonna start that soon.
So it was a Wii game
was
that
a
they
Wii game.
ported to PS2.
In 2010, yeah.
What the? F-
Yeah, it was also on PSP, I'm pretty sure. This game, yeah, I have no idea. A Silent Hill game had already come out on PS3 by the time this came out to PS2. It makes no sense.
Yeah, that's really
It's just
strange.
cheaper. I don't know. I mean, more people, I guess, had a PS2.
Yeah, that's true.
It's the biggest selling console of all time. In 2008, I think the PS3 started to finally recoup its losses by the end of the console life cycle.
Uh-huh.
But in 2008, it still had years to go before The Last of Us or anything like that would start
Yeah.
bringing the numbers up.
That's funny though they did that. Imagine that happening now. Like, yeah, we're re-releasing a Resident Evil for Xbox 360, or like we're gonna port it over to the Wii or something.
You mean the HD version? No,
no,
it's the original
it's
one.
the original one on
a port.
360. Xbox 360.
Dylan, did you play the PS4 port of Resident Evil Remake?
Oh yeah, I did. I played it for maybe a whole day, and then I got kind of like I loved that game, like the
Wait,
first one.
the first Resident Evil
Yeah.
remake. Oh,
I played. So I was even gonna say like I've always wanted to play Silent Hill, but I grew up on Resident Evil, and it sort of seemed like the more mature, way scarier version of Resident Evil that I was kind of too afraid to play.
That's how I felt too. Yeah.
So, but no, I love Resident Evil 1, and I played it, as a kid. I had the attention span to go through that crazy shit. with my uncle, actually. He showed it to me. And I played the remake or the port to PS4, and I got so into it. But that game is so, like, dire. At any moment, I feel like I can just lose hours of progress. So I've been, like, afraid to play it. And I feel like I don't need a guide because I kind of know it, but I don't want to, like, get caught up ship creek in that game because you can with those fucking typewriters, it sucks.
It does suck.
But it adds so much to the game. That's kind of why it's so great. But I just kind of it shook me. I didn't want to play it and like lose my progress. So
I
like,
played that game
it.
for one day. It was the only snow day that I got from work this past winter when we had like shit winter, hell apocalypse.
Worst winter of all time.
2014.
Fuck winter.
On record, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, but
You only had one snow day?
I had to go to work every day.
Why?
Yeah, because they don't care about our lives. That's just how it is.
Corporate America.
You should have just been like, I'm not going. Sorry, fire
Yeah,
me.
I don't know.
I mean, you could have done that.
I could have, and nobody
like,
would have
okay.
cared. But I went to work anyway. But I played it for one day during my snow day. Got like you said, got to a certain point and died and lost all my progress, and literally like started over from the beginning, nearly the beginning.
Get good.
I mean, yeah.
And from that, I just never played it again. I hope to go back to it, but yeah.
It incentivizes you to play very conservatively.
Right.
Like, don't be. You're gonna walk into a room and there's gonna be like 2 or 3 doors. Pick one and fucking stick with it. Because if you go halfway through the like where that first door leads, and you're like, I'm gonna go see what is going on in the other room. Everything's respawned, and you're gonna go back there and you're gonna get murked, and you're not gonna have any bullets because there are no bullets. That game is super hard.
But
It's probably
that's-
not as hard as I'm making it out to be.
No,
but
I
it's
mean,
hard.
I found it to be hard. But I guess Steve's looking at me like, get good. But what you were saying earlier about Silent Hill feeling like the more mature, more like fucked up game.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I've always felt too. Even playing Resident Evil, like you're a member of STARS, you're this badass, like you're Leon Kennedy or whoever,
Right.
and like you're just like you can deal with your shit. In Silent Hill, you're playing as James Sutherland or whatever his name is, and he's just this like, oh, my wife died, and she sent me a letter to go to Silent Hill. 3 years later, I'm gonna go, and he's just like a dude. He's just a widower. And you're just walking around. You have no idea what you're doing. It's like there's a sense of like of powerlessness that adds to like how scary that game is. Not to mention the psychological like fucked up nonsense going on in that game, which they needed to like dive more into. They ended up Silent Hill 1 and 3, and then some other ones deal with this cult stuff with like a demon god thing, which is it is cool.
I guess.
But Silent Hill 2 is the best because it deals with this one dude's fucked up brain. And Silent Hill and everything in it is a manifestation of his fucked up stuff. And once you get the spoiler of that game, which is, spoilers for Silent Hill 2.
He killed his wife.
He killed his wife.
I fucking knew it.
She was sick for a super long time, and he couldn't like bear to see her like that anymore. So he just like pulled the plug essentially.
Was he also sexually aggressive toward her?
Well, the thing is, it's like then their like sexual relationship had ceased because she had been sick for so long. So you meet this woman. His wife's name was Mary. You meet a woman named Maria, who is basically just like a sexed up version of his wife. She wears a miniskirt and she has cleavage and all this stuff, and she looks just like his wife, but acts kind of like a fantasy version of her.
right?
And
Dream Girl.
Yeah, and there's a lot of stuff like that. I mean, there's all these nurses in the game, and I always took that as like, well, he was at a hospital with his wife. Now he sees these nurses, these kind of quote unquote like sexy nurses that
They don't have a face.
They don't have a face
Yeah.
because it's just pure sexuality. It's just
Yeah,
sexualizing
right.
them. They don't have an
Exactly.
identity.
Those things are creepy looking.
And then Pyramid Head, who is just this hulking monster, is that sexual aggression. And I don't think James is a horrible person in this game. I don't think he's a monster. But I think just like any other person, he has horrible things in his head that he
That
can't
makes
control.
it scarier.
Yeah.
Could be you.
Yeah, it could be me.
You could have Pyramid Head.
I could be him
At
right now.
Logix.
At Logix.
Running around.
That's where I work.
I don't
Sorry.
think James ever shit on his wife though.
God damn it.
Steve.
So anyway, that's my diatribe about Silent Hill.
See, I'm now like having what console was that? PS2.
That's PS2. You can
Alright.
get
Or the Wii.
a crappy PS3
Oh,
version
wrong
of it.
game. Sorry.
Well, I know
Again.
I know that the HD remasters are like the example of what not to do.
Yeah, I think the source code was like wrong or
Yeah, it's
I don't know
horrible.
the whole story, but it was a mess. They fixed
But
it a little, but
Knowing that, I'm kind of glad I didn't play it as a kid. Because it was fucked up enough for me being like, zombie, spooky, it's eating people, to having this guy who's just like, wait, I killed
Yeah.
my wife and I have boners all the time and now there's a monster after me because of
Right.
it? Fuck. I had boners all the time as a kid. I don't want to deal with a Pyramid Head. Jesus.
Yeah, that's like games. I feel like, especially back PS2, PS1 era, or N64, whatever, what have you. Those games took risks that games now don't. Like Steve,
Like MGS.
you'll know every like SquareSoft game deals with you trying to like kill a god. Like everything is always about like corrupt religion or shit like that. Think of one game that like deals with topics like that now. God of War, you're killing that. I don't care for those games. I'm sure they're fun to play.
Kratos?
But I don't care for that.
You don't care about
that style
Kratos?
of storytelling. I'm sure that has plenty of value and they're super fun, but that's just not my style. But yeah, games back then, they took huge risks. They just told their stories, especially Japanese games, because they didn't have the kind of like...
Well, yeah, because they didn't have like everyone and their mother fucking playing them like it is
Right.
now. Like every person in the entire world plays video games now, and they wouldn't understand the theme that they're trying to push, and they'd be like, "This game sucks. I'm not playing it," and they wouldn't sell any units.
Right.
It's not as literal of an like no, you're not trying to kill a god or anything, but there is like a really moral and morally ambiguous ending in The Last of Us,
Yeah, I really love that ending.
which is obviously
That's true.
the exception rather than the rule.
Mhm. It's such a
As far as endings
strict...
go.
I'll try to not have too many spoilers in case anybody
Yeah,
listening to this still wants to play The Last of Us.
yeah.
Too bad. Play it.
Yeah, one of the best games I've ever played, and the narrative in that is so strict and strong. You're following it. You're not making choices really. I mean, you're doing all the gameplay choices. You can choose to strangle this guy or just sneak past him or whatever.
Right.
But that ending, it could have been a cutscene. That the last bit of gameplay
Sure,
could have been a cutscene.
absolutely.
But it's not.
That's the point.
They make you do it. And playing it, how many times I've played it now? 8 or 9 times. I've beat that game a lot.
8 or 9.
Yeah.
I think we went over this before, but damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking.
I really
insane.
liked that
a lot.
game.
I beat it once and never played it again.
I played on all the different difficulties and all that crap, trying to,
What
do
about
whatever.
Grounded? Oh, we talked about that too.
Yeah.
I'm so.
But
down for it.
they make you play that. They make you. They put you in Joel's shoes and make you decide what happens, or make you. For me, I thought that I had a choice. The end of that game, whether there's doctors, and I thought that you could not kill them, but you kind of have to.
You do
kind
have to.
There's
There's
one.
no kind of.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you can. There's 3 doctors. 2 of them you don't have to kill. The first time I just killed them all because I thought I had
Just
to.
effectively the thing you're doing.
But they make
is
you
the same.
feel bad about it, but they still make you do it anyway. I felt... Well, Steve's shaking his head at me. See, I felt bad, but I also felt justified. And that's this game. They just put you in this character's shoes so strongly, at least for me. Yeah, like when you're nodding, I felt like even though I'm doing a horrible thing, I was like, no, fuck yeah, I'm doing this. This is what's going to happen. They made us sympathize with basically a bad guy doing a bad thing. They made us
We are survivors.
We are survivors. Well, they made us all feel that way. And that is some fucking strong-ass storytelling.
Yeah.
And that's storytelling that can't be done in any other medium.
I don't think he was necessarily
He's a bad dude,
I
dude.
don't.
To quote Tess, I believe the character
He's
Tess,
a
she says,
bad dude,
We're shitty
dude.
people, Joel. We've been shitty people
Being
for
a
a long
shitty
time.
person and
Dude,
being a bad person
You don't
is two
think
different
he's
things.
a bad person?
I think that he made the choice that
No, I'm not talking about the
none
ending
of us
the
would have
game.
wanted to make.
I'm talking about throughout the rest of it.
Oh,
the
yeah.
whole game. He's a.
Use context. He's as bad as anybody else in
Well,
the game.
he's a little
That's
worse.
right.
There couldn't be a good person in that universe.
That's kind of
they
the-
would never survive.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that it's more of a statement on that. I think he
Right.
was an
I
average.
don't
He's
think
what the world has
ending
made
makes
him,
a
yeah.
bad
He's
guy.
a non-exceptional average person. who
I heard
makes-
so many people on podcasts, whatever, saying like, "Oh, I can't believe what happens at the end of that game, like what he did, whatever." I'm like, "What the fuck?" 100%, I back what Joel did. I would have done
Right.
the exact same fucking thing because maybe because I'm selfish.
Well, there's that
but
whole.
that's what I would have done.
I think there's like a moral quandary that I've heard like a bunch where it's like, would you kill one newborn baby to cure cancer or something like with your bare hands? Like,
Yes.
Could you do it? We all want to say that we could, but then when someone hands you a fucking baby,
Yeah, you're like,
good
yeah.
luck.
I got beef with babies.
They all look the same anyway.
Yeah.
That doesn't
When
matter.
they first come out.
White
Yeah,
babies.
it's-
That's wicked racist.
All babies need to check their privilege.
I don't. I
Seen
think white
a
babies
newborn
are
baby?
ugly.
They look the
Steve?
same as every other baby.
All right, Steve. You're
No,
being-
white babies are
you're being
uglier than
ageist.
most babies.
Yeah, that's probably.
We're all
Well,
gonna
like-
change our tune when we're
I meant
parents.
like when they first
Tell
come
me I'm
out.
wrong. Tell me I'm
Oh,
wrong.
you're not wrong.
Thank
I mean,
you,
I've only really ever seen white babies up close, but they look the same at first. And they slowly start to look like a normal human.
Let's also I'm just gonna throw this in there. Children love Steve.
They do.
I don't know what it is. Animals also love Steve. He has a gentle soul.
What I was gonna say
Beneath
was,
all of his
No,
sarcasm.
no. It's those soft hands, Steve. No doubt about
No,
it.
right now,
Softest hands in the business.
because
In
they're
the
all
business.
sweaty. The part where you kill the scientists, I didn't hesitate. I walked right in, blew them all away because
Well, that's what I did
in
my first time,
opinion,
yeah.
That's what Joel would have done in that situation.
Absolutely.
He's all pumped up.
That's what he did.
Got a gun. You run in there. I was just like, I don't know what you guys are doing. Blat, blat, blat. You're all dead.
Yeah. Well,
and that's not even talking about, everybody says like the very last cutscene is the controversial part. But no, I think that moment, one of the last moments of gameplay as Joel, is one of the most powerful pieces of storytelling I've ever experienced. I mean, I love books, I love movies, I love TV shows. I think that there are certain things that can only be done through a video game by making you do it. You experience it in a way that you wouldn't just reading a book or watching a movie.
Absolutely.
It's you making that choice. You're the one who's decided. Even though the game guides you to do it, that's basically what you have to do.
Right.
For me, knowing that, like, when I played it the second time, I was like, oh, I didn't need to shoot all the doctors.
Right.
Because the second time I walked up to the doctor and he's holding out a scalpel and Joel just takes it and sticks it in his neck. Right. But I was like, oh, maybe I can just squeeze by him and not kill him. But the first time I was like, oh, all right. Like, I didn't think that there was any other way, or I didn't think that I should do anything else, even though that's morally, like, objectively, that's a bad thing to do.
Right.
But that game just, it makes you do the bad thing on your own.
And you feel responsible because you're the one controlling it.
Exactly.
Which is fucking awesome.
That can't happen in any other place.
No. It's like in PT. When we were playing that, when I played that at your house for the first time, it's scary movies. I enjoy horror films. They're fun to watch, but they don't scare me. Ever. They do not. I don't think about them later. I'm just like, yeah,
me
okay,
neither.
whatever. Scary movie, fine. But playing a game like PT or any survival horror like that, it's putting you in their shoes. It's making you decide what you're going to do, how you're going to do it, how you're going to get there, etc. And that, like you said, video games are the only medium that gives you that option, and it makes it way more real and it makes it way more intense, and that's fucking awesome. And I don't know, that is probably my favorite part about video games, honestly.
Absolutely.
Have you heard about Until Dawn then?
No.
Yes.
Is it only PS4?
Yeah, it's PS4.
Looks
Oh, you only
so
get a PS4
cool.
then, Joe, because it's basically a horror movie that you play out, and like 3 reactions decide who lives and who dies throughout the whole thing.
I'm excited to get this game and then have everybody over and play it like we did with PT. That was an awesome experience, I thought. Like, Joe, actually, I don't know if you were there for that. We ended up coming over later and we did the same thing, but just having a big group of people in a room and having everybody play PT and just being like, fuck.
Or
like,
Slender.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's just having those group experiences. That's like the one thing where we all actually like sit down and watch a video game, watch one person play.
Lend your consciousness
And
to the
everybody's
screen.
just scared. Like the people were like cuddling against each other just out of nowhere. First time me and Steve, we played in my room, I was scared. I remember I kicked the air. I was lying down on my bed. I kicked the air. I was so frightened.
And then Steve shit on your bed.
And Steve was like, I don't care.
Nah, I wasn't that scared.
Do you guys think that, like, with games like The Last of Us and Until Dawn and like PT, do you think that games, not do you hope, but do you think actually that games or developers are going to start making more like cinematic,
Yes.
like all-encompassing
100
experiences?
Yes.
Where, you know what I mean, if you have like an idea, you could take it to like a screenplay or write a screenplay of a movie, or you could tell it through a video game.
The reason I think that's going to happen very, very often is because of VR. I think VR is going to be huge.
And do you think that like major studios are like the new Indiana Jones?
Oh, yeah.
Will be like
a VR game.
experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not what I'm excited for, but I think that will happen. But I think
That's pretty
even
crazy.
like little indie games, like survival horror is going to be the best genre on VR. No doubt about
Absolutely.
it. No, and maybe platformers.
What
I think
about the
platformers
porn
will be fun,
genre?
too. Yeah, well,
Okay,
if
porn,
they make
survival
like a-
horror, and then like exploration games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. They're gonna thrive, and it's gonna be
Combine
fucking
the
awesome.
three.
A porn, thrilling, terrifying adventure game.
Open world.
Open. No, I was gonna say something dirty. I'm not gonna say it.
God damn it. Joe.
Yeah, I think I gotta go pick up this 3DS.
Right now?
No, in like 5 minutes.
What time is it?
It is.
It's late.
It's 9:07. We've been going for 58 minutes.
58?
Yeah.
Holy shit,
We've
really?
been crushing this one.
Okay.
Let's get some
Because I
final
blabbered
thoughts.
on about Silent Hill for a
Yeah,
while.
I'm gonna cut like half of that.
Cut up the whole thing. You guys won't know what we're talking about, but I talked about Silent Hill.
I'm gonna put the Halo 2 voice masking on Chris's voice for the whole podcast.
Just put the Halo 2 theme. Dun, 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 dun.
I'm gonna play it a few times to cover up your whole talk.
Has that sweet guitar solo at the
Yeah.
Bungie
Oh
logo.
hell yeah! Dude. My dad works with Bungie.
Did that work?
Ever tell you that?
You just bumped the mic. You said you were gonna stop doing
I
that.
know. Honestly, I couldn't hear a lot through my headphones.
So what do you got? What are you guys playing like coming up? Anything new? Are you still playing Rocket League? What's
Hell
going on?
fucking yeah, I'm
Yeah.
playing Rocket League.
Rocket
Play it
League.
occasionally.
Yeah, you gotta get on that, dude.
I'm gonna hopefully finally just beat The Witcher.
Fuck that. Play
the
Rocket
Witcher.
League.
I'm
Play Rocket
so
League.
close to the end. I just like haven't finished it.
Just quit.
I'm telling you right now, Rocket League's probably gonna be more fun than The Witcher.
I can't say goodbye. I've been playing Rogue Legacy a lot too. I'm on
I
New
gotta-
Game Plus with Rogue Legacy.
I gotta
That
get
game.
back into it.
Did you know there's a dragon class? It's a secret class.
I think I heard that. I
It's
didn't.
fucking sick. Actually, I don't like it that much, but it's cool in theory. That game is it's awesome.
That game kicks serious ass. Still haven't
Roguelike.
beat it, but
Thus called Rogue Legacy. There's only like
Roguelike.
5 bosses in that whole game.
yeah, I know. And the last boss
You
is.
talked about this before.
Yeah, I probably have talked about this before.
Don't you have to fight? Never mind. I don't think that's right. You don't have to fight every boss you fought in the beginning.
That's Wind
for the
Waker.
last- Yeah, I know. We talked about that last week.
No.
But no, isn't there something crazy you have to do in the last boss fight of that?
It's just 2 phases.
No, you fight yourself, right? Or you fight the
It's
first
yeah,
incarnation
you fight
of yourself.
Spoilers, yeah, you fight the first guy to go.
Okay,
yeah.
that's
dude,
what
I'm
I
talking-
thought.
Best life for all time, Ocarina of Time. That's what you were thinking of.
Yeah,
Let's
the
not
best
have this
platformer.
silly conversation.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to rekindle that fire. No,
Ocarina of Time is a action adventure game as defined by Wikipedia.
That's right.
suck
And
it.
probably the box.
And probably the box.
Or probably the first 10 seconds that you fucking play that game. And you
Listen, nobody was right.
Nobody
I was right.
Oh,
This is all in reference to an argument that nobody listening to this will know of.
Okay.
Yeah,
the-
you can because we'll upload the video of it. Josh
There is a
Kelly has
video
a
of
video.
that.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Stay tuned,
Joe.
ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned to
Absolutely.
finally agree that I'm right for once.
I've
Yeah,
always
for once.
agreed with you.
I know you have.
Listen
Steve
to-
won't even give me credit for this. I was right,
you,
Steve,
you called it an action RPG at first.
because it is.
No.
Kind
Are we gonna have this argument again?
I don't
It's an
want to do
action
this
adventure
anymore.
game with slight RPG elements. It was
Alright.
influential in that genre.
This episode has been all over the place. I'm fine with it.
Me too.
What? We're not supposed
Steve, I'm sorry I called out your name in my sleep.
I'm just sorry for Jess. You
Jess,
shit on
my
her.
girlfriend, I'm sorry that I shit on you, apparently.
Maybe she
you
liked
didn't
it.
tell me. I guess you told Steve.
I mean,
Um,
you told us already.
I'm just sorry to everybody.
It should be.
We're all sorry. Are you guys ready to get
I
the
have
fuck
one,
out of
one
here?
more thing.
One
to
more
say.
thing. All right, go ahead.
Steve, GTA Online.
Yeah.
It's not that fun.
I mean,
Fuck you, dude.
I can't.
Why
I don't
would you save this for last?
Because, all right, well, save it for next time.
Save
But
it for-
I can't play a
Cliffhanger.
goddamn game without waiting fucking 10 minutes.
Because you should
It's probably
play on the
because you're a low
PC.
level.
All right,
So-
next episode, we're going to talk about
Listen.
GTA Online. We're going to talk about the bouncer for PS2.
I'm gonna play it before
And
we
I'll
do
probably
All right, let's
talk
do
about
it.
something stupid.
We should definitely set up a time for me to play
Yeah,
that
we'll
before.
play the bouncer, and then we'll do some like quick multiplayer in Red Dead Revolver.
All
And
right,
then
Steve.
hopefully Chris
3
doesn't
on
shit on the
1.
bed again.
I'll win.
All right, are we done?
All right, we're done.
We're done.
All right,
Go
see
pick
you
up
Bye,
the
guys.
3DS.
Bye.
All right, peace.
Hopefully I don't get stabbed.
Bye.